Hello guys, Robot1 here, coming out to you with today with my updated post-Shivy Odd Eyes Magician's deck profile. Now, I have been testing this somewhat on DN, Death Pro, whatever you want to say, and I just thought it was ready to actually show you the build. Now, this is my own build, of course. I did make this myself. Obviously, just to make sure you guys say, oh, but it's not your creation. I did build this version by myself. The deck I did not create, obviously. Odd Eyes Magicians was something that was created long ago. I was one of the first people playing it, though, I guess, because I bought these structure decks up right away. I even got my Odd Eyes Fusions right away as well, before they got the hype from the structure deck. But yeah, this is my updated Odd Eyes Magician deck profile, so let's get into this. So obviously we play the free Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. He's literally why the deck's called Odd Eyes. He's your great searcher for the deck. He's your beat stick. He's your double damage. He's everything you need. He's standard on Odd Eyes Magicians, obviously. So yeah. Next we play free Dragon Pit Magician. Have to play this at free, standard, no substitutions, no minimums. You just have to play this at free, because he's your high scale, he's an MST every turn, he's just a great card in general. Plus he's another 7 to be able to make all your rank 7s with. Next, free Oath Dragon Magician, same with Dragon Pit, have to play this card at free. Just being able to recycle all the cards in your deck practically, it's just too good to turn up. Plus being able to gain a Magician or Odd Eyes cards from your extra deck to your hand, then being able to discard it with the Pit is just too good to not to give up. So these two in the scale are mainly wanted, obviously. Next, 2 Jiangshi Magicians, just a great card in general, in my opinion. People tend to run him at 1, but I find him good at 2 because it's like a breakthrough skill for your opponent. For your opponent's light monsters, so if you're going up against something like Monarchs, you can negate their Ether, their Edia, all things of that variety, and it's just really good in my opinion, so I really do like this card up too. So that's why I'm running 2 Jiangshi Magicians. Also he's another level 7, plus he's the way to make your Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon actual effect work, so he's a great card. Next, 2 Odd Eyes Unicorn, the new card out of Shivy. I was testing this at free, but I found that free was a bit much of him, so I kind of put it down to 2 because I found 2 to be the better number to actually play it up. So yeah, 2 of him because 3 is a bit much for this deck. Next, for the older brother, 2 Magispector Unicorn because it's literally one of the best cards in the deck, obviously. Just being able to compulse any pendulum back to the hand, any of your pendulum monsters back to the hand, and then just instantly be able to compulse one monster your opponent controls back to the hand is just really good as well. Plus, not being able to get Raigeki or Darkhold or targeted is actually really good. For one-ofs, which we have quite a few of, 1 Dragon Pulse Magician, just a good card in general. Being able to destroy face-up monsters is really good, but it's up 1 purely because you can't really target the Cosmo big ships, and it's just like a beat stick sort of thing. You never usually see it in the scale. 1 Wisdom Eye, obviously, because they limit it to 1. Hold my heart, Konami. You've ripped it out so many times. But yeah, 1 Wisdom Eye Magician. You should be running it up free if you could, but you have to run this at the max. You want to run it out in the Magician deck. So 1 of him, obviously. Now for a new addition to the deck. 1 Timebreaker Magician. Now, I wasn't playing Timebreaker Magician before because he wasn't really necessary, I would say. But now that we've lost 2 Wisdom Eye, I found that this card can actually be pretty decent in the deck. Just being able to banish itself to clear every monster on the board is pretty good. Plus, being able to avoid the first destruction of pendulum monsters is really good. So, no Raigeki for them. 1 Noble Dragon Magician, just really good discard fodder, really, because just being able to discard it off like a Pendulum Call to a Twister, stuff like that, and then special summon it back up from the graveyard because you control an Odd Eyes, is really good in this deck. So obviously it's a very great card in the deck. One Tuning Magician, because special summoning it from the graveyard and making synchro plays can be really good. Only downside is that you do lose life points, but it's still a really good card nonetheless. One Performer Power Odd Eyes Light Phoenix, because it's a low scale that can be searched. Why else wouldn't you run it? Plus, being able to target like any other Performer Power you control can be really good. Which is why we get on to the next one. One Skullcrobat Joker, obviously, because searches out your entire deck, really. Like, you can search every monster in this deck thanks to this card, so just a really great card in general. And for the last monster, one Performer Power Monkey Board. I wasn't playing Monkey Board before, but with the addition of Odd Eyes Unicorn and just being able to search out Skullcrobat Joker, I can see this card being a very good card to be used. So, just being able to, because say you open pretty bad, but you open a Monkey Board, you can be like, activate the Monkey Board, search out the Unicorn, set the Unicorn as a scale, then be able to Pendulum Summon instantly because that's a 1 in 8 scale. Also, if you're in a bad spot, you can also activate the Monkey Board, normal summon, search the Joker, normal summon the Joker, and then just search any Magician from your deck. So, these combos are pretty much endless, so I can actually see this being really, really useful. So yeah, that's all the monsters in the deck. Let's move on to the spells. So, first of all, we are on Free Sky Iris. Just a great card in general, stopping your opponents from being able to target your Performer Power, Magicians, Odd Eyes Scales. Just really good card in general. Plus, being able to search out any Odd Eyes card in your deck is really good, and that's why you really want to play this card at free. Because just being able to search out, say, a Light Phoenix, a Odd Eyes Unicorn, or even just the Odd Eyes himself, is just really good. And you can even search out other cards like Odd Eyes Advent, Odd Eyes Fusion, if you play those cards. So just a really great card in general, in my opinion, and it's just really good because it can also fill up your extra deck as well, making more plays for later on in the game. So next, Free Pendulum Call. You play obviously Free Pendulum Call because just being able to search out 2 Magicians from your deck is just really good in the game. So it's really great. 2 Odd Eyes Fusion. I played 2 Odd Eyes Fusion because this is Odd Eyes, and it's a searchable card. Plus, just being able to summon into a Vortex Dragon if your opponent controls 2 monsters is actually very good in this game. So I have to say this is really good to play at 2. Next, 2 Twin Sister, because you've got a lot of discard fodder in this deck, so you don't really care if you discard a card, because you can actually recycle it all with Oath Dragon as well. So I would say this card is a really good card at 2, and I just really like it at 2. So yeah, and also being able to clear those back rows is always really good. 1 Terraforming to be able to search out your Sky Irises because you really want to get to that Sky Iris because it's legit your entire deck searcher. So it's literally most of your deck searches. So I would have to say 1 Terraforming is probably the best out because that's like 4 of the Irises. And finally for the spells, 1 Raigeki, because Raigeki is always a good card. Just being able to clear the board and go for game is just really good in this deck game. So yeah, that's all the spells. Now let's go on to the traps, which is 2 Solemn Warning, obviously, because... Oh wait, no, not Solemn Warning even, Solemn Strike, sorry. Because Strike is just an unbelievable card this format, you have to play it at 2, and it's just a really good card. So, 2 Solemn Strike, because it's just a very great card. 1 Warning, so that's our Warning Brigade, obviously. Warning's just to negate any summons as well, just a really good card. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, same reasons as the Strikes and Warnings, just being able to stop boards, and just being able to destroy the monster and banish it can be really good. So, great bottomless card. And finally, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, because every deck in this format special summons, and if you can actually assemble a board with Vanity's Emptiness, then you can actually just win the game right there. So 1 Vanity's Emptiness as well, because it's just a great card in general. So that is the main deck for the Odd Eyes Magicians. Let's go on to the extra deck. So, of course, in the extra deck we play the 2 Odd Eyes Vortex, because Odd Eyes Vortex is one of the best cards in the deck. Just being able to negate any effect just by shuffling a Pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck is just a great effect indeed. So I have to say this is a really good card. 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, because Clearwing Synchro Dragon is just like, oh, you're playing Cosmo, I now negate your big ship effect. So, and gain all that attack points. Oh, you're going to target me with a Castel. I now negate that effect. So yeah, it's just protection for all your big monsters, I'd say, and it's just a really good card. 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, because This card is literally one of the best cards against decks like BA, Cosmo. It's probably one of the reasons why this deck can be so good, because if you're dueling against Cosmo and you've got this, then in the battle phase they cannot actually activate their effects, making the ships irrelevant, and just being able to win from that point on. One Enlightenment Paladin, probably still wondering why I'm playing this. I find Enlightenment Paladin to be really good because just being able to recycle any spell card from your graveyard can be actually very vital in this game. Because you could be like recycle a Pendulum Core, recycle Raigeki, recycle Twin Twister. You could recycle any spell card from your graveyard and just be able to win because of it. And also because it's also got that sick Flame Wing Man effect, which I like a lot as well. Obviously the one Ignister, you play Ignister in this deck purely because Pendulum decks still exist, and just being able to shuffle back, destroy one of their Pendulum monsters and shuffle back one of their cards is really good. Plus also it's a Dark Destroyer out as well, which is really good. One Majesty Paladin, because searching out all the Pendulums in your deck is very good. One Castel, just because being able to shuffle back any face-up card your opponent card controls is really good. One Trapeze Magicians for the OTKs. One Utopia Beyond for the OTKs. One Big Eye, just to be able to steal your opponent's monsters away, obviously. One Red Eyes for ML to go for game, obviously, because then they have to pay life to go through the effects. One Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, because he's a really big beat stick. And two Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, because Absolute Dragon is broken, and just being able to summon Odd Eyes from the grave and negate attacks is actually really good. So yeah, guys, tell me what you thought of my deck profile. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you're going to use my Odd Eyes Magician deck profile. And please like, comment, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you next time. And also, it's so pretty. Bye.